Welcome to Capacity Sharing Bicycle.
Congratulations, madam, for acquiring a shared bicycle.
Caden GU.
Honey, stop messing around. Come home with us.
Mom, you're already over 50 years old. Instead of enjoying your retirement, why are you going to a clothing factory to be a designer?
Exactly, Grandma. If you go to work, who will take me to kindergarten?
I've been a housewife for 30 years. Now, finally, my son has grown up, and my granddaughter is in school. Of course, I have to pursue my own dreams.
No, honey.
I'm telling you, I'm definitely going to work today. If anyone dares to expose my identity as Mrs. GU, and makes me inexplicably get a raise like before, or inexplicably become the boss, I will cut ties with all of you.
Ha!
Grandma.
Mom!
Honey, slow down. Pass the word down. By the factory where the madam is working. No one is allowed to bully her.
Yes.
Rachel, what's the matter? Why are you in such a hurry?
Our beauty clothing factory has been acquired by Cloudbroa's richest man.
What?
According to reliable sources, his wife is going to work in our factory.
What?
Oh, here she comes. Mrs. Gu is here. Mrs. Gu? What is Caden up to again?
Oh dear. Jillian fan.
Dad, stay here a little longer. I want everyone in the factory to know that our family has a luxury car.
That's enough. Even a pheasant dreams of becoming a phoenix. I'm still rushing to pick up old Master Gu.
Hey.
Hello, I'm from Beauty Clothing Factory. I'm the team leader, Rachel Zhen.
I'm an employee, Haley Zhao.
Nice to meet you.
Jillian. You came to work at Beauty Clothing Factory too? Are you working here?
Who are you?
I'm your mom's high school classmate. My name is Marissa Yi. Remember now?
You're my mom's old classmate.
Yes.
Auntie, you're really doing way too poorly, aren't you? You can only use such a crappy phone.
My phone was broken when she bumped into me just now.
Alright, I get it. Life is tough for poor people, but you've got hands and feet. Can't you earn a living yourself?
You.
Alright, Auntie, I know. You're just seeing that my family has a luxury car and rushing over here to suck up.
You.
What? You? You can't even afford a bicycle, you old hag. What are you doing hanging around at the entrance of our factory?
I
am just. Hurry up and get lost.
Get lost for what? I'm here to be a designer.
Designer?
You, a designer, an old woman with a face full of wrinkles. What could you possibly design?
You're looking down on me.
How dare you? How can you talk like that to Mrs. Gu?
What?
Mrs. GU.
Oh my, ma'am, please don't be modest. We already know you're the wife of Cloudbroa's richest man, Mrs. Gu of the Gu family.
You're saying she's Mrs. GU?
That's right. Now hurry up and kneel to apologize to Mrs. Gu.
Me kneel to her?
No wonder they have been so polite to a mere intern like me. Turns out they mistook me for Mrs. Gu. With this mistaken identity, it saved me a lot of trouble.
Jillian, you tell us yourself. Who exactly are you?
Me, didn't you hear? I'm the wife of Cloudbroa's richest man.
What's going on? Could it be that Caden, that old scoundrel, is cheating on me?
Mrs. Gu.
The factory is quite shabby.
And there aren't any good positions. But we do lack a chief designer. How about you take on the role?
Fine, then I'll just humble myself.
Chief designer? So she took my job. What am I supposed to do?
We're short of someone to operate the sewing machine in the sample room. That'll be you.
You.
Hey, you wouldn't have no money and want to steal the bike, would you? Don't tell me you can't even afford
to use a shared bike.
That's just too embarrassing.
Wait, if I just leave like this, Caden definitely won't acknowledge it. I really want to see for myself. What Mrs. GU is she supposed to be? Doesn't it just operate a sewing machine? I'll do it.
Go get Jillian a glass of water.
I'm here to work, not to be a nanny. If she wants water, get it herself.
Hey, You old hag, how dare you talk back? You're fired.
What gives you the right to fire me?
Then how about me?
Fine, I'll get you water.
Here. You can't even pour water properly. What use are you, really?
And you even broke Jillian's cup. Can you afford to pay for it?
I can afford to pay for anything. But you all, why are you bullying me?
Bullying? Do you have any proof?
Of course I have proof. You clearly just pushed me.
Push you? What nonsense are you talking about? Everyone here saw it clearly. It was obviously you who couldn't stand still. That's why you broke the cup.
Exactly. Don't you dare falsely accuse me.
Oh, fine. You're all just ganging up on me. Birds of a feather. I'm not going to bother with you.
Hey. What are you doing? Who told you to sit there?
I'm here to operate the sewing machine. If I don't sit here, where should I sit?
Of course, you can't sit there. You just used your hand to touch your stinky feet. Who knows if you have athlete's foot or not?
Yeah, we run a clothing factory. If athlete's foot gets on the fabric and spreads to the customers,
then forget about working here. Just go clean the toilets instead.
Who are you to change my post?
I'm talking to you all. What are you arguing about? Do you all not want to work anymore? Is that it?
Manager Jair, she's contaminating the fabric with bacteria and trying to spread athlete's foot in the factory.
Yes.
Who's so bold?
It's Marissa. Not only did she try to spread athlete's foot just now, she also broke Mrs. Goo's cup.
Manager Joy. First of all, I don't have athlete's foot. Secondly,
You broke the cup, didn't you? How dare you break Mrs. Q's cup? Apologize. I'm telling you to apologize.
That's right, Marissa. As long as you apologize to me now, I might consider letting you keep your current job and not making you clean the toilets anymore.
Say it. Hurry up.
I want to find out what exactly happened. I can't reveal my identity yet. Fine, I apologize. Jillian, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
Jillian, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
Jillian, I'm sorry.
Since you say you don't have athlete's foot, then prove it to us.
You guys are going too far. Fine, Jillian, I'm done playing with you. Aren't you Mrs. GU? Call that bastard, Caden GU, over here. I want to see who gave you the courage to bully others.
Who gave you permission to call Mr. Gu a bastard? My husband is not someone you can insult.
HMPH. Your husband. You won't call him, huh? I'll call him.
Who does she think she is? Just a poor and shabby old hag. How could she possibly have Mr. Gu's phone number?
You think you can just call anyone and pretend to be Mr. Gu?
Wait until he comes. You can ask him and find out if it's fake or not.
How? How could she be calling her husband?
Husband? Are you trying to say Marissa's husband is Mr. Gu?
Nonsense. How is that possible?
Exactly. If Mr. Gu is her husband, then Jillian's identity as Mrs. Gu would be fake, right?
How is that possible? Of course, I'm not a fake.
Caden, within 10 minutes, show up in front of me.
334.
Chairman, it's time for a shift. It's my turn. Chairman, it's my turn. It's my turn. All right. It's my turn. I can dance too. I've been waiting for ages. Hey.
Chairman. Something bad happened. Mrs. Gu has been bullied.
What?
If you're really Mrs. GU, then that means even Mr. GU himself coming wouldn't make any difference. Unless you're a fake. Or you're the mistress.
No way. Could it be Jillian is just a mistress?
That's disgusting. Doesn't that make her a homewrecker?
Of course I'm the real Mrs. Gu. It's just that my husband is on a business trip, and he's not in Cloudborough right now. Who knows who you called on the phone? Just stop pretending.
Are you sure Mr. GU is on a business trip?
That's right, he's on a business trip.
I thought you were more capable than this. Turns out you're just a fake. Want to play games? Fine, I'll play along with you. A business trip, huh? I heard Mr. GU is obsessed with square dancing. He even built a plaza just for it. On that plaza, there's even a 5-star farmhouse restaurant. Mrs. GU, it's just about mealtime now. How about, while Mr. Gu isn't around, you take us country bumpkins to try it?
Why should I listen to you?
Haha, the dignified Mrs. Gu can't even handle such a small request.
A 5-star farmhouse restaurant? Could it be that $10 billion paradise? Jillian.
Mrs. Gu, why aren't you saying anything? Are you afraid your secret will be revealed?
Who said I wouldn't dare? Fine, let's go.
Jillian. Wow. If it weren't for Jillian, how would we ever get the chance to ride in a car like this?
Jillian, you're my one and only goddess.
Marissa, there's no more room. You should get a cab yourself. Huh.
Oh, it's fine. Marissa just loves riding shared bikes.
Where's my wife? Say it.
You're looking for your wife here. Who are you? Get lost. If you're begging, go somewhere else.
How dare you? This is Mr. Gu, who bought out your factory.
You're the richest man in Cloud Brew. Caden Gu.
Cut the nonsense. Where is she?
Xavier, how could it be him? Could it be?
Old woman, what are you looking at?
She's definitely jealous of Jillian. A shared bike guy. Such a country bumpkin. It's normal for her to look twice.
Alright. Bullying my wife right at my doorstep. Let's go, fight back with me. Protect Mrs. Gu.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gu, let me explain.
Let's go.
Poor old woman. Hurry up and follow. Hey, this is the only opportunity you'll get to connect with high society.
Not bad for the richest man's place. Such a high-end farmhouse. Even a random chair here costs as much as my annual salary.
Yes. Oh my.
What's wrong with the staff here? They don't even clean properly.
Hey, you. Hey, what are you touching? If you break it, you couldn't even afford it if I sold you.
This counts for nothing.
Indeed, this counts for nothing. These things here are just the tip of the iceberg of my husband's wealth.
Madam, lunch is ready. Why would the waiter call her madam?
Good thing I informed my grandmother in advance. Let's go.
Could it be that old bastard really cheated on me?
Wow.
I'm happy today, so I'll treat you to a bottle of Romani Coles that's been in the family for years.
Wow.
You don't even know Romani Conti, and call it Romani Coles.
Jillian, this wine looks really expensive. You're way too generous.
Oh my god. It's still from 1982. Even hundreds of thousands wouldn't be enough. Nowadays, it's priceless and unavailable.
What's the big deal? I usually use it for bathing. Okay, go open it up, let you all have a taste.
Jillian, I suggest you pick another bottle.
Hey, Jillian can drink whichever bottle she wants. When is it your turn to say anything here, old geezer?
Why don't you? Take a good look at yourself? How pathetic.
Jillian. Any other bottle is fine, but I advise you not to open this one.
Just because you say so, this is my own stuff. If I want to drink it, I will. It's my own stuff. I can drink if I want to.
There's something you said wrong. This bottle of wine is not just a few tens, it's 3 million. So, Jillian, think carefully. Don't end up unable to pay for it.
Hey, are you out of your mind? This wine was mine. I'm warning you. Give it back to me quickly.
Marissa, how dare you take Jillian's stuff?
Hurry up and give it back to Jillian. Do you know anything about red wine? 3 million? Stop talking big.
Jillian, paying for this bottle will cost you everything. You'll be in debt for the rest of your life. So I advise you to think carefully. Don't regret it, when you can't pay it back later.
You don't need to tell Jillian what to do.
She must be worried that Jillian won't let she drinks this bottle of Romani Conti, so she's deliberately finding fault, right? Why don't you kneel down and beg Jillian? Maybe Jillian will let you have a taste.
People like her, I think, are only worthy of licking the bottle cap.
Old hag, I'm giving you one last chance. Hand over the wine, then kneel down and apologize to me. Otherwise, don't blame me for not respecting the elderly. Give it to me. Hey, hey. Give it to me, give it to me, let go, get away. You old hag, shameless.
You,
Sit down.
what are you all trying to do? Let me go.
Since she wants to drink so badly, then let her drink to her heart's content. Drink, drink. You old hag. How dare you dirty my clothes? Are you looking for trouble?
Let me see who dares to touch her. Marissa, are you okay?
You, who are you?
Where did this stinky beggar come from? Smelling all poor and shabby.
Are you in such a hurry? Because you're worried about your paramour? Paramour? What paramour?
Hey, old man, I'm talking to you. Who are you?
This is a private agritourism spot. Who allowed you to come in?
You're asking who I am. I should be asking who you all are. Coming back to my own place, since when do I need your permission?
Jillian.
What do you mean your place? This is clearly Gu family's property. Get out of here now.
So you do know it's the Gu family's property. Since when is it your turn to be in charge of the Gu family?
You think hiring a few extras makes you amazing? Look at you. Dressed like that, you still want to play the hero saving the damsel.
What's wrong with dressing like this?
If you ask me. You're probably a street sweeper. Ha ha ha.
Who cares what he does? Give me back the wine.
Wine. Who allowed you to take this bottle?
I'm touching my own stuff. What's with all of you, arguing like this?
You
said this bottle of wine is yours.
Isn't this our Jillian's? Or are you saying it's yours?
It actually is.
What is it?
It's a collection item for Mr. Gu and his wife, on their 30th wedding anniversary.
Of course, I know that. My husband gave it to me.
That doesn't seem right.
30th wedding anniversary?
You got it wrong. It's the 3rd wedding anniversary.
Really? This is from Gu Group, custom made specifically. It has Gu Group's custom information on it.
Wait a second. There seems to be a line of text.
Commemorating Mr. and Mrs. Gu.
What are you hiding? If you dare, take it out and let everyone see it clearly.
Yeah. Jillian, take it out and show us, so these hillbillies can be convinced.
What should I do? It's about to be exposed. If I really let them see it, they'll know I'm a fake.
Jillian, show us. Come on. Jillian.
What are you looking at? I said 3 years anniversary, so it's 3 years anniversary. My husband and I have been married for how many years, wouldn't I know?
Do you not know? Or is it because you're simply not Mrs. Gu?
Of course I am, the real Mrs. Gu.
Then show it. Let everyone see.
This was given to me by my husband. Why should I show it to you?
Oh, I get it. Jillian is just shy. She doesn't want to show off the love. Isn't that right, Jillian? Marissa. Are you jealous? Our Jillian has such a wonderful husband like Mr. Gu.
Jillian, you're so lucky.
Then hurry up and let us taste your happiness.
Don't reveal my identity just yet.
This wine.
Make her pay for it.
Jillian.
Jillian Fan. If you drink this wine, you'll end up with a debt of 3 million. Have you thought it through?
I don't understand. What are you saying?
I'm saying, as long as you drink this bottle of wine, you'll be burdened with a 3 million debt. Did you hear me clearly?
I think you're just jealous that I have such a great husband, right?
Ha ha ha.
What a pity. This kind of wine. I can drink it whenever I want.
Goo. Goo goo goo. Goo goo goo. Goo.
What goo? What are you talking about?
Goo goo goo.
What on earth are you talking about?
Mr. Gu.
Mr. Gu.
Valeria, are you crazy? Stop yelling nonsense.
Why do the Gu family servants call him Mr. Gu?
But Jillian doesn't even know him. Could it be?
How is that possible? Valeria Wu, are you losing mind in your old age? You can't even speak clearly.
Jillian. He.
Shut up. What nonsense. Don't ruin my plan.
He.
Enough. Can you stop messing things up for me?
Jillian.
I'm warning you. Shut your mouth. Don't ruin my plan.
Jillian fan. Do you even know he is Mr. Gu?
What did you just call him?
He is Mr. Gu's.
Oh, I know. Goo Group's street sweeper?
He works for Mr. Gu. Oh no, I can't stay here any longer. It won't be good if Mr. Gu comes later.
I thought getting close to Goo Group would be something impressive. Turns out he's just a street sweeper.
One cleans toilets. The other sweeps streets.
Birds of a feather. A match made in heaven.
Ha ha ha.
Jillian.
My drink. Idiot. Let's call it off. I'm not in the mood to eat anymore.
Jillian.
Chairman, madam. I was wrong. I won't dare to do it again.
You ungrateful traitor. How dare you let someone in without permission?
I won't dare to do it again. I really won't do it again, Chairman.
Letting someone in is one thing, but you even allowed them to bully my wife.
I truly didn't know madam was here either. Please, give me another chance, Chairman. Madam. I won't dare to do it again. I swear I won't do it again. Chairman, please, help me plead with the chairman. Madam.
Letting you off isn't impossible.
But your granddaughter spoiled the wine for our 30th wedding anniversary. This 3 million debt, she should pay.
3 million. Oh dear. How could Jillian ever afford that?
She has to pay the price for her ignorance.
Chairman. I'll pay. I'll pay on Jillian's behalf. Please don't arrest Jillian. I'm begging you, Chairman. I'm begging you, Chairman. I'm begging you, please.
Considering you've been with the GU family for so many years, and have never made a mistake before, forget it.
Thank you for your mercy, Chairman.
Pack your things, and leave the GU family. And one more thing. My identity must remain confidential. Do not, under any circumstances, reveal it.
Grandma.
Alana. Our Alana, were you a good girl today?
Yes, I was. Tomorrow is the weekend. Why don't we go out for a meal?
A gathering?
I'll tell everyone some stories about certain old classmates. They're quite interesting.
She's talking about me.
Honey, are you really going to attend some class reunion?
Of course I am. I won't let Ria Zhong and Jillian Fan, that mother and daughter, tarnish my name.
If you ask me, you should just reveal your identity directly. Who would dare to tarnish the name of the wife of Cloudbro's richest men?
Caden. As for me, I just want to focus on working hard right now, achieving my dreams, through my own efforts, and by the way, seeking justice. So, you. Remember this, under no circumstances can you expose my identity, do you know?
Alright, got it. By the way, honey, you take this with you. This is, today, freshly airlifted from the eco-industrial park, eggs. Take good care of yourself, so you'll have the strength to seek justice.
We're here. Haha. This place is pretty nice. Haha.
Back in the day, Marissa Yi, she was the class beauty of our grade. I wonder if she'll come today.
Marissa, yeah, huh. She'll definitely come. Back then, she was always following me around everywhere. With me here, how could she not come?
You're just bragging. Marissa Yi was a real beauty. How could she possibly fancy someone as short as you?
MPH, what do you know? I may be short, but I have a big nose.
Ha ha ha.
Besides, she's not doing so well these days. Didn't you hear what Zheng said? I heard she married someone who sweeps the streets. Who knows where she's suffering now?
Brandon, you're just being sour grapes, saying the grapes are sour. You're deliberately badmouthing Marissa, aren't you?
I mean, so many years have passed. Your wife is beautiful, your son is doing well. Why do you have to talk about her like that?
I'm talking about her. Now she's not even in the same social class as me. Why would I need to badmouth her?
Excuse me for interrupting, you can't park here.
Why can't we park here? Explain yourself clearly.
Sorry, sir, this is our Supreme VIP parking spot. Please move your car.
So what if it's Supreme VIP? Are you saying I'm not worthy? Maybook. And it's a global limited edition.
Marissa Yi.
What? Marissa Yi.
How is that possible?
Marissa, is this car yours?
It's not my car.
Did you hear that? I told you, it's not hers. This car, I can't even afford it. How could it be hers?
I told you to park further away, but you parked right at the entrance. Everyone saw it.
Honey, you forgot your eggs. Enjoy your meal and drinks, everyone. Tonight, I'll ride the tricycle to pick you up.
This car, turns out it's not hers.
So shameless. Just to show off, she probably rented it on purpose. I mean, from so far away, I could already smell a whiff of foxiness. Turns out, it's our dear Marissa, the campus belle.
Didn't expect that old lady Marissa is here too. Then I must stay and watch the show.
Ria. It's been so many years. Your charm is really amazing. You're looking younger as you age.
Exactly. Ria's truly getting more and more beautiful. Is this your daughter? She's so gorgeous. She looks like a wealthy young lady at first glance. Haha.
Look at Ria's bag, it's a big brand too. Must be expensive, right? Oh, this one. My daughter bought it for me at the boutique. How much was it? I forgot. Ha ha ha.
Not expensive, just over 100,000 or so.
Over 100,000?
You're so lucky. A bag worth over 100,000, your daughter was willing to buy it for you.
That's almost my entire year's salary. Haha.
Is it that exaggerated? Isn't that just the basic model from LV? After discounts, it's only about 8,000.
Haha. Look at us. How could we forget about our dear Marissa here? What are you wearing? Why does it smell like chicken poop?
I think it's the stench of shit from the basket of eggs she's holding.
Tell me, why are you carrying a basket of such low-grade eggs?
My husband said, these eggs are fresh, so he told me to bring them for you to try.
That old man on the car earlier, is he your husband?
Yes, he's my husband.
So that's your street-sweeping husband, huh?
What else? With someone like her, could she even land a rich man?
Ha ha ha.
No way. Marissa's taste is really that bad. Ha ha ha.
So what? Don't you remember? Back in high school, Marissa was already so improper. Her reputation was ruined long ago. That's why she ended up marrying a street sweeper.
Brandon Lee, we've all been classmates for so many years. Do you really have to talk nonsense like this?
Nonsense? You? Are you even qualified? Let me remind you, today's gathering is split equally among us. If you can't afford it, you'd better not come in. Ha ha ha. Let's go. Ha ha ha.
I said, all those petty issues at your house, I can't even be bothered to deal with them. But these eggs, throw them away immediately.
Why should I throw them away? I specifically brought them.
For you to try. Who wants to eat your garbage? They stink.
How could they stink? These eggs are quite fresh. Just take them to the kitchen and have them processed.
Processed? This is the Palace Hotel, the best hotel in all of Cloudbro. Here, bringing your own farm products is not allowed.
No way. I often have them process these.
Alright, enough already. Stop bragging. You're so poor, and you still claim you come to the Palace Hotel often. These eggs, who even knows how long you've been saving them?
That's just too miserable. You better keep them for the new year.
Let's go, Luz. Let's go.
Alright. Hurry up and deal with your basket of smelly eggs. Here, this is for you. Wash it clean before coming back up. We'll be waiting for you at Faneuil Hall.
Rhea, so many years have passed. Look at you, still so beautiful.
Yeah, it's been years since we last met.
Brandon, your mouth, just like when we were in school. So cheeky.
Marissa, what's going on with you? Didn't I tell you to deal with those rotten eggs?
Take them to the kitchen later, process them a bit. I want to eat.
Sorry, ma'am, this is a high-end hotel. We don't process outside ingredients.
Do you think this is your countryside? Having a big feast, and bringing your own food and drinks? Ha ha ha.
Even at a rural feast, you wouldn't just bring a few eggs. Ha ha ha.
Are you new here? It's okay. Take them to the kitchen. Just say I sent them.
Who do you think you are? Why should the kitchen listen to you?
Starting today, you are responsible for cleaning this place.
Thank you, manager.
Do you think everywhere's like your countryside?
Where no one follows the rules.
Madam. Rhea.
Are you crazy, leaving a 5-star farmhouse stay to come here and work as a cleaner?
Jillian, do you even realize? Do you even realize?
Grandma, if you're really that bored, why not sneak some food from the kitchen and bring it over here? It could save quite a bit of money.
Jillian.
You.
Alright, I'll go prepare it for you right now. Just wait a moment.
Old lady. Can I bring my own food here? Like eggs, for instance.
Yes. And who knows if there's bird flu or not.
Superior hotel, with good service. Right, Rhea.
How would I know?
Rhea? Why is your face red? Are you hot?
That cleaner, why does she keep looking at you? You wouldn't happen to know her, would you? No way, how could I possibly know a cleaner? Seriously.
Come on, let's drink. Come on, drink.
Haha. Come on. Cheers, cheers.
Sometimes, I really envy Brandon. He can make money doing business, has a beautiful wife, and even a great son.
Unlike my family, that useless kid of mine, all he knows is to ask for money. Just stays at home, playing games.
Has school not started yet? Did he get into grad school?
Yeah, he got in, but it's a useless major. When he graduates in the future, we'll have him go for a PhD.
A PhD is great. A dragon among men. The future will be bright for him. Look at my son, even as capable as he is. He only has a bachelor's degree. He can only work at Goo Group as a mid-level manager.
What? Mid-level already?
What's the use of being mid-level? Doesn't he still have to work 4 years before he can become an executive?
Even if he becomes an executive, it's still at Goo Group. That's pretty impressive.
You can't say it like that. Anyway, I'm not satisfied. Haha.
What's there to be dissatisfied about? Young people today are under so much pressure. Like my son, graduated from a 985 university, and even now, he still can't find a job anywhere. You should have told me earlier. I could let Jillian introduce him to one. He's still young, he can't just stay at home forever, waiting for future class reunions. To bring a basket of eggs, right? Ha ha ha.
That's true.
What are you doing?
I'm taking you to the restroom.
Get lost.
Still eating, huh?
I'm talking to you. Stop eating. What is your son doing now?
Helping his dad handle some miscellaneous things.
Ha ha ha. His dad is just a garbage collector. Does he even need help?
Haha. I get it. Collecting garbage requires going in and out of residential areas, right? Is his son? Haha. The gatekeeper. Haha.
Dragons give birth to dragons, phoenixes give birth to phoenixes. And the son of a rat knows how to dig holes.
Haha.
Not bad at all. His dad sweeps the streets. His mom cleans toilets in a factory. Having found a job, it's already pretty good. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that's right. My son isn't as good. Can't compare to yours. Yours are so excellent. Is he married?
Still hasn't found the right one, so not yet. Haha.
With such great conditions, still can't find the right one? Works at GU Group as a mid-level manager. That a year, His annual salary must have been in the millions, right?
No, not at all. It's just over 800. Haha.
800k is still a lot. Has he bought a new house yet?
Not yet. As a father, I can't interfere too much. I just prepared over 5 million for him. Planning to buy a small villa in Thompson Riviera. Haha.
Thompson Riviera?
Yeah. Such a pity. Our family doesn't have a daughter. But I have a niece.
Why talk about a niece? Isn't there someone right here? Brandon. Look, how about our Jillian?
Jillian.
I knew you couldn't hold back. Fake Mrs. How could she compare to the golden son-in-law?
Jillian is a good kid. We've watched her grow up since she was little. Better than that street-sweeping people's niece.
Oh, right.
Even if she's better, so what? Doesn't Jillian already have a boyfriend?
Marissa, stop spouting nonsense here. Our Jillian doesn't have a boyfriend yet.
Jillian doesn't have a boyfriend? I must be getting old and confused. I remembered wrong. Jillian has husband.
What? Husband?
Mom, what are you all talking about?
Jillian, you're married.
What? I got married? Oh no. That old witch is still here.
Jillian.
Yes.
Jillian's husband, speaking of which, your son knows him too. He's the president of GU Group.
The president.
What? Jillian's husband is Mr. Gu?
Jillian even took us to that park for square dancing, under Mr. Gu's name.
Jillian, is that true? Are you really Mrs. Gu?
That wretched Marissa, why bring this up?
Jillian, why aren't you saying anything?
Jillian, how could she be Mrs. Gu?
She is Mrs. Gu? Then why doesn't she admit it?
What nonsense are you talking about? I am Mrs. Gu.
Oh my god. Mrs. Gu. She's really Mrs. Gu. I need to call my son and tell him to come quickly to meet their companies, Mrs. Gu.
What?
Hurry up and come over the restaurant where Dad is eating. See you in a bit. Jillian, Art Tyson, and Mr. Gu just happened to be having a meeting nearby. They said they'll come over right away.
What? Coming over?
Yes. Later, you must say a few good words about Art Tyson in front of Mr. Gu.
Damn it. Why is Mr. Gu coming over? If he comes, won't my cover be blown? It's all your fault, talking nonsense.
Brandon. No. There's no need to call Mr. Gu over.
Him.
The kid is so busy. Why did you ask him to come over? Jillian. Jillian, don't you have something else to do? How about you go ahead first? Don't delay your important matters.
Yes. I still have things to handle at the factory.
Jillian, Mr. Gu is coming over soon. How can you leave now? Besides, you are Mrs. Gu. There's no need for you to handle everything personally.
Exactly.
That's right.
This meal I am treating all right. Our Mrs. Gu must eat and drink well. Alfred, hurry, invite Jillian to sit down. Sit down. Haha. I guess it must be Art Tyson and Mr. Gu arriving. Haha. Mrs. Gu is here.
Who said she is Mrs. Gu? You just said, who is Mrs. Gu?
Of course, it's our Jillian.
Mrs. Gu. Mr. Gu had an urgent matter. He can't make it for now. This is something he specially prepared for you, a champagne and a cake.
Mr. Gu is so romantic.
Yeah, so romantic.
Yeah. 60 years old, still acting like a young lad.
What? 60.
Same age as Ria.
You didn't know. Ria, did I say too much?
Not at all.
This is just too explosive. Haha, 60. What's wrong with 60? Mature men are more charming.
But that's way too old. He could be her dad.
Exactly. Jillian, how could she be with a man over 60? Could she be a mistress?
You.
What 60? 60? You must be mistaken. That's not old Master Gu. It was given by our young Master Gu.
To Mr. Gu.
Oh, right. My son told me about it. Now the Gu group
is fully managed by the young Master Gu.
Old Master Gu has already retired.
Retired? No wonder he has time for romance.
But still, you shouldn't rush to become someone's stepmother.
Who said I'm a stepmother? I, Jillian Fan, am the wife of young Master Gu.
Young Master Gu.
What did you say?
Can't you understand? I said I am young Master Gu's wife.
How is that possible? That little brat Grayson Gu, how could he be interested in such an unrefined woman?
Oh my. That's right, my daughter Jillian is young Master Gu's wife. Oh my. This cake, my son-in-law, specially sent someone to deliver it, to apologize to Jillian.
Mom, how can you say it's an apology? He bought it to cheer me up.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh Jillian, why didn't you say so earlier? Auntie almost misunderstood you.
Oh my, what does this have to do with you? Isn't it just someone talking nonsense? Oh, come, let's eat the cake.
Yes, let us, old ladies, have a taste of the sweetness of youth. Ha ha ha.
Wait a minute. Are you sure this cake is for her? Is this cake for Jillian Fan?
It only says, it's for Mrs. Gu. Mrs. Gu, that's right. This is indeed our Miss Fan's cake.
You tell us, is this cake for her?
This?
You're just a table cleaner. What are you doing here? This is our Mrs. Gu's cake.
Did you hear that, Marissa? This is Mrs. Gu's cake. Mrs. Gu isn't Jillian. Could it possibly be you? Haha.
Forget it. I've endured it for so long already. Besides, I don't even know if she and Grayson really have any connection. I still can't reveal my identity.
Why aren't you saying anything, Marissa? You've been questioning whether the cake is mine or not. What are you really up to?
What could she be up to? Our dear Marissa, I'm afraid in this lifetime, she has never eaten such a beautiful cake. Don't say that, beautiful cake. Has she even eaten cake before? Hey, Marissa, you better slow down. Can you afford to pay for it?
You should worry more about yourself. This cake is from Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs, so what?
It's Haagen-Dazs.
Brandon, what do you mean?
You don't understand. Their cakes start at a minimum of 7 figures.
7 figures? 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Million. Million. 1 million.
Why is it so expensive? Maybe we should just not cut it.
Jillian, don't tell me you can't bear to let everyone have some.
Why would I be reluctant? This kind of cake, I can eat it any time I want.
Do you think everyone is like you? You ignorant, country bumpkin.
Don't bother with her, this countrywoman. Let's quickly cut this cake and share it with everyone.
Oh, right. If it weren't for Jillian, haha, I, Brandon, in this lifetime, have never eaten something this expensive. Haha.
Then I'll share it with everyone.
Let me remind you. If she's not really Mrs. Gu, you'll have to pay for this cake yourself.
How about I confirm it with Mr. Gu first?
Confirm what? I'll cut the cake myself. Jillian, you can't cut it. Hey, let go.
This old lady, what is she saying to Jillian?
Is there really something wrong with Jillian's identity? As the wife of the CEO?
What's wrong with me?
Hey, Jillian, you really can't cut it. We can't afford it, even if it means losing everything we have.
Let go.
What are you guys doing?
Could it be? Don't say it.
This Jillian and this older sister actually look quite alike.
Alike? Alike what? Why don't you hurry up and get lost?
You, go.
Jillian, something like this, how can you do it yourself? It's so tiring. Look at your Aunt Marissa, her whole life, never even seen a million. Why don't you be kind, and let her have a taste of what it's like to be rich?
Marissa, you cut it.
How could you let her cut it? Her hands are so dirty.
Exactly, her hands touched rotten eggs. They smell like chicken poop. Ugh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, my hands are really gross. Not only did I touch rotten eggs, I also cleaned the toilet bowl and scrubbed the bathroom. So, this cake, you better cut it yourself.
I'm just being kind to you. Don't be ungrateful.
Take it.
This is a cake worth over $1 million, enough for you to brag about for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Hurry up and cut it. I'll record it for you.
Record it.
So in the future, when she brags, we can pull it out and watch. Ha ha ha. Yeah, exactly.
Keep dreaming. Eating my cake, and you still want me to cut it for you? There's no such good deal. I won't cut it.
Not cutting it.
Oh, I see now. You're not cutting the cake. Is it because you don't know how to cut?
Oh, right, come on, we'll teach you how to cut it. Come.
Don't worry, Marissa. We've recorded your highlight moments of life for you. Haha, I want to post it on my moments. Haha. Come, have some cake.
Hey, come on.
Forget it. Anyway, you're the one who cut the cake.
Mr. Gu, take a look. These days, is there a country bumpkin who's never cut a cake before?
What are they doing?
Cutting a cake. Look at Mrs. Gu, she's having so much fun.
Fun? You call that fun? Get the car ready. I want to go there now.
Oh my, I'm really sorry, Marissa. There's not enough cake to go around.
It's okay, Jillian. Anyway, pigs can't appreciate fine food. Why waste a piece of cake on that? Ha ha ha.
She just loves eating her rotten eggs. Ha ha ha.
Hey, Grayson.
Mom, is someone bullying you? I'll come over right away.
I'm fine. Oh, by the way, that cake, I didn't even take a bite. Don't pay for it yet.
Unfortunately, such a good cake all went to waste.
The cake is almost done eating. Everyone, take a look and order some dishes.
Yes. Waiter, we'd like to order. Oh my, Ria, you're really something. So stylish. Even speaking in a foreign language. Ha ha ha, like a foreigner. Ha ha ha.
Isn't that how it's supposed to be pronounced?
10,000 per gram. Boston lobster, 2,000 per lobster. This. Why is everything so expensive?
What's wrong, Ria? Ha! How about I place the order? It's no big deal. Look at you. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. No, not this one. This. Haha, how about we order a fried rice?
I say, Brandon, we're at a high-end restaurant today, and you're being so stingy, just ordering a fried rice?
This.
Yeah, exactly. Even Mrs. Gu is here. Jillian, how about? You arrange something for everyone. We're not picky.
Hey. Mrs. Gu. Haha, Jillian. Ordering food is no big deal.
Ah.
Jillian, go ahead and order. Haha.
Anything's fine.
What? None of the dishes on this menu suit Mrs. Gu's taste.
I eat these dishes often. I'm tired of them. I don't even know what to order.
Then, Mrs. Gu, why don't you order something you think tastes good for us?
Yeah, Jillian, we'll follow your lead.
Yes.
That's right. Today, Mrs. Gu is treating us. Whatever you pick, we won't be picky.
MPH, not picky at all. Haha.
How did it end up with our Jillian treating us?
Are you saying Mrs. Gu is reluctant to treat us if the dishes are too expensive? May I suggest you just have the eggs I brought? They're free.
How could I possibly be reluctant? Today's entire bill, I'll pay for it.
Jillian.
The Mrs. Gu has spoken, then I won't hold back. Well, waiter. Haha, bring me 10 pounds of Boston lobster. Haha.
And me, I'll have the A5 Kobe beef ribeye.
I'll also take that, scrambled eggs with white truffle. And goji berry shark fin soup. 1 bowl for everyone.
Wow, you're so good at ordering. Haha.
Marissa, what are you laughing at?
I guess she probably doesn't really know these dish names. Marissa, what dish are you going to order?
She'll probably just have a plate of pickled vegetables, which pairs perfectly with her eggs. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, I'll have 1 order of 8 treasure pickled vegetables.
Hey, No need to put it on the table, just place it right in front of Marissa.
Yeah, anyway, we won't eat that. Some people are just born unlucky. They don't have the fortune to enjoy.
Marissa, is your pickled vegetable tasty?
Haven't you had pickled vegetables before?
Oh, I just haven't had them in such a fancy restaurant. I'm just curious.
Marissa, did you bring a plastic bag? We ordered so much, we can't finish it. Such a waste.
Jillian, haha, don't worry. This kind of trash collecting thing. Marissa must be a pro at it.
Ha ha ha, exactly. It's called the wife follows the husband's lead. Ha ha ha.
Marissa, you and your husband, what kind of dishes do you both like? We'll make sure to save some for you.
No need. It's rare for you all to have a nice meal. Just enjoy it today.
We are well considerate of you. What do you mean by that?
Exactly. As long as I want to eat. My Jillian can bring me here anytime.
Anytime. Why don't you settle the bill for this table first before saying that?
You.
Are you resentful of the rich?
Her, she just can't stand Jillian doing well. Deliberately saying things like, Jillian can't settle the bill.
Don't worry about it. Even with your plate of lousy pickled vegetables, Jillian will pay it for you. As for the bill, you don't need to worry about it.
No need. A plate of pickled vegetables, I can still afford that. Waiter, check, please.
One moment, I'll go verify the bill.
It's getting late today. I can also tell that none of you really welcome me. So let's end it here for today. I'll pay for the pickled vegetables myself.
Hey, hurry up, Marissa is urging me. Idiot, go get a chair.
Grandpa,
Alana,
Grandpa, what are you doing?
your grandma's class reunion is almost over. Let's go pick her up together.
But how are we going to ride the tricycle to pick up Grandma?
Don't worry about this, kid. Haha, let's go. Get on. Hey, sit tight. All right, go. Let's go.
Hello, ma'am. The total expense is 4 million.
2.4 million.
2,400,000.
Mom.
Huh?
Did I hear that wrong?
It seems like you didn't.
Oh my, I'm so sorry about this, Jillian. Today, it's going to cost you a lot of money.
It's all thanks to Ria. She raised such a successful daughter, didn't she?
Yes. Thank you, Ria. Thank you, Jillian.
Thank you.
It's nothing. It's what I should do.
Mom. What should we do now? We don't have that kind of money.
Excuse me, are you the one paying?
Yes. But I'm only paying for the pickled vegetables. 2,000 yuan.
Wait a moment. The rest of the dishes cost 2,398,000. Let me see the bill. The cake costs 1.8 million. What's going on here? This cake, wasn't it bought by Mr. Gu? Why hasn't it been paid for?
This isn't my responsibility.
Who said it's not your responsibility? I think you're just trying to get money from both sides.
That's not necessary, is it?
What do you know? Go get your manager, for me.
Dad, Alana, what are you doing here?
Grandpa said to come pick up Grandma and take her home.
Grayson, you're here too. Let's eat here as a family before we go back.
Oh, Dad, forget about eating. Mom's being bullied inside.
What? Bastards, watch my car.
Yes.
Mr. Gu actually didn't settle the cake bill.
Here's the thing. Mr. Gu said to put it on Mrs. Gu's tab.
So, does that mean I can settle my pickled veggies bill and leave now?
Oh, sure.
Leave? What leave? This cake, worth 1.8 million, was cut by you personally.
That's right. The cake bill is on you.
This cake, you two pressed my hand and forced me to cut it.
So what? Do you dare say you didn't cut it?
I have video evidence.
Yes, I cut the cake. But I didn't eat a single bite.
You didn't eat it.
What are you guys trying to do?
Marissa said she was upset she didn't eat any cake.
Such a nice thing. We must let Marissa have a taste. Got it. Arrange it for Marissa.
You all.
Hey, Marissa, why are you looking at me like that? I just want to treat you to some cake.
I don't want it.
Manager. If she eats it, does that mean the bill can be put on her? right?
Yes, yes.
I said I don't want it.
Marissa, I've never liked your fake modesty. So what if you're top of the class? Today, aren't you still obediently kneeling in front of me?
Ria Zheng, if you don't want things to escalate, I suggest you stop here.
Ha ha ha. Who do you think you are, to threaten me?
Hold her down for me.
Eat it.
Let go of me.
Eat it, eat it. Are you going to eat it or not? Eat it.
No.
Eat.
No. Let go of her, let go.
You old hag. You're quite strong.
Are you okay?
What are you doing? Marissa Yi is your daughter, huh? Hey, the old hag, I am talking to you. So, you're Marissa Yi's mom? Always helping her out.
How could I be worthy? I am.
What are you? You old hag. Why don't you get lost already?
Wait a moment. Why do I feel like this older sister looks so much like Ria?
Take a closer look. Nonsense. I don't even know her. You're siding with Marissa Yi, aren't you? Then you help her eat the cake.
Ria Zheng, she is your...
What is she? I'm not like you all, only fit to know. People from the bottom.
Fine. I lead it.
Isn't it not good for us to treat Grandma like this?
She's the one who meddled. And insisted on getting involved. She almost exposed our identities. She brought it on herself.
True. Eat slowly, there's more.
That's enough. Get up. Ria Zheng, treating her like this, aren't you afraid of divine retribution?
You're the one who refused to eat the cake. You're the one wasting food. Why would I face divine retribution?
Fine. Not afraid of divine retribution. Swear to the heavens that you don't know her.
How could we know her?
Hey, does Marissa's words mean she knows something?
Could it be that Ria and Jillian are hiding something from us?
The cake is all gone. Hurry up and leave.
Stop right there.
Go. Hurry up and leave, old lady.
Ria Zheng, you're so nervous and so eager to let her go, because you're afraid I'll reveal this old lady's true identity, right? This auntie is actually Ria Zheng's.
I don't know her.
The way you indulge her is only fueling their arrogance. Eventually, it will harm her.
It's all my own fault.
What are you mumbling about? Hurry up and get lost.
Marissa Yi, what else do you have to say?
There's really nothing I can say to people like you. Check, please.
How could it not be found? It's such a small place.
Grandpa, that person is so weird.
Valeria Wu.
Where's my mom?
Madam, she... Young master, I'm sorry.
Cut the nonsense. Where's my wife?
She... is in Faneuil Hall.
Let's go.
It's over, it's over. This time, it's really over.
The total is 1,802,000. If you don't settle it today, you're not allowed to leave.
In your dreams.
Fine. Everyone, take a good look. Our so-called campus belle, Marissa, actually at our class reunion, is acting shamelessly. How embarrassing. If you don't have money, why come out for a meal? Exactly.
I'm going to post on my social media too, saying, the campus belle of class 28, batch 89, has no shame. Eating overlord meal.
Ha ha ha.
Let the other classmates see the ugly side of Marissa. Haha.
The cake was forced onto me, with you pressing my hand to cut it. And now you're accusing me eat overlord meal. After all these years, you're still so shameless.
Oh, so you're the good person here, huh? Look at what you're wearing, looking like an old hen. And you think you're worthy of attending our class reunion? Don't you think you're worthy of it? Ha ha ha.
I have video evidence. It shows you cutting the cake. If you don't pay for it, we'll just post it online.
I'll only pay for what I ate. The rest of it, whoever doesn't pay, no one's leaving.
How dare you threaten us? You yellow-faced hag, you deserve a lesson.
Teach her a lesson, let her know that our social class is not that easy to deal with.
Strip her clothes off, and throw her out for public humiliation.
Yes, yes, strip her naked, and throw her out of the hotel.
Zheng, don't push me too far.
We people from the upper class, to bully someone like you, a rural bumpkin, do we even need a reason?
If you want to blame someone, blame your lowly background. When you talk to us, you don't know your place. You've offended us.
Let me strip her. I'm the best at this kind of thing.
You bunch of scumbags, snobs. When you find out the truth of the matter, I'd like to see how you handle it.
Strip her for me.
Hey, I'm coming. Stay still. Stay still, hey.
Stop. You guys are really fearless and reckless. Let her go immediately. Marissa, are you okay?
Old man, why are you so late?
Didn't I go to find a tricycle?
A tricycle?
Oh. This is Marissa's street sweeping husband. So you're the son as a security guard. You are.
How dare you?
Bold. How dare a security guard like you touch me?
My dad is not a security guard. You bullied my grandma. I'm going to make my dad kick you out of Cloud Bro.
Your dad dressed like that. If he's not a security guard, then what is he? Kid, not only will I bully your grandma, but I will also.
Jillian.
How dare you hit me?
I'm hitting you, so what? Zheng didn't teach you manners. I'll educate you for her. You uncultured person.
Mom.
Alright, alright. Marissa Yi, don't think just because you're husband here. You can,
Mom.
Marissa Yi. You hit me.
Yes, I not only hit your daughter, but I'm going to hit you too. This slap is for you spreading rumors and causing trouble. This slap is for your failure in raising your daughter properly.
These two slaps, what are they for then?
These two slaps are for the daughter's debt being repaid by the mother. Zheng, I know that back then, you broke the pen, I won for first in the grade. But, the love letter you wrote, it wasn't me who handed it to Mr. Wang. All these years, you've hated the wrong person. Let's go.
Marissa Yi, I order you to stop right there.
Wow, Dad, she actually ordered Grandma.
Shoo!
What's wrong with me giving an order? I am Mrs. Gu of the Gu Group. You hit me and still want to leave?
Mrs. Gu?
Dad, you betrayed Mommy.
Nonsense. I don't even know. This ugly woman.
Who are you calling an ugly woman? Wait a second, are you trying to say you're young Master Gu?
Yeah.
Haha, are you worthy?
Do the three of you have 100 from head to toe? And you dare pretend to be young Master Gu? Ha ha ha.
Grandpa, it's all your fault. You insisted on changing clothes.
Ugh, no one's here. Oh no, we went to the wrong place again. Hey, wait a minute. Your mom told us to keep a low profile. Might as well change clothes first. I'm just listening to your grandma, worried about causing.
Enough. I don't have time to stay here and watch your poor family put on a show.
Yes, we are ordinary people. Then let Mrs. Gu pay the bill.
You.
How could? Mrs. Gu doesn't want to pay the bill, or does she simply not have the money to pay it?
How is that possible?
Then why don't you just swipe your card? Seems like Mrs. Gu is not in a convenient. Then let us ordinary people take care of the bill. Caden, pay the bill.
Wait, Grandma, use my pocket money.
Hey, little brat. Girl, don't embarrass yourself by taking out the toys for playing house.
This is not a toy.
This is the exclusive VIP card of the Gu family's little miss.
This card can't be swiped, right? Marissa, you better not waste everyone's time here.
Grandpa. Grandma. Dad. Sorry, Gu.
Go ahead and swipe it.
I already said it's a toy card. How can it be swiped?
What do you know? This is the exclusive, Supreme Black card of the Gu family.
Supreme Black card?
How is that possible? You must be mistaken. Isn't this just a regular black card?
Wait a moment.
Can't keep pretending, huh?
Just by my share. Others, paid by Mrs. Gu.
It's just a toy card. You're probably can't even afford pickled vegetables. Payment successful. 1,802,000 yuan. What?
Didn't I say, Just buy my share.
Sorry, madam, I included the cake's cost in the total as well.
No way. The cake's cost should be covered by them.
Oh, alright.
How is that possible? It must be a machine malfunction. How could she afford the cake?
The machine must be broken for sure. Exactly. She's just a cleaner. How could she possibly afford it?
Stop talking nonsense. The total is 2,398,000 yuan. Pay the bill immediately. Otherwise, no one is leaving.
That's so expensive. How could we possibly afford that?
When you were eating, why didn't you think about whether you could afford it? It's too late to regret now.
Ah, this. Why does Marissa have so much money? She paid the bill so effortlessly. Could it be that we misunderstood her? She's actually the one from the Gu family.
I already said. It's the machine that's wrong. Didn't you understand?
Whether the machine is wrong or not, you'll know once you pay the bill.
Miss, are you planning to pay by card or in cash?
I am Mrs. Gu. Just put it on Mr. Gu's tab.
Oh, right. Put it on my son-in-law's account.
Son-in-law?
Yep.
Come on. Arrest the mother and daughter who ate Overlord meal.
I am Mrs. Gu. I'll have Mr. Gu fire you.
Yes, let Mr. Gu fire you.
Alana, let's go home.
Why you all?
What, Mrs. Gu? 2,398,000. If it's even a penny less, straight to jail. Take them away.
Jillian is not Mrs. Gu.
Of course not. That elderly lady just now is the real Mrs. Gu.
Marissa? Haha, manager. Haha, well. I've given you all the money. I'm begging you, please. Help me, plead with Mr. Gu. My son is still working at Gu Group. He's employed there.
Ah, it's all my fault. I was blinded by greed. It's all my fault. I was wrong. Please forgive me.
It's all because of that Jillian fan, and that Ria Zheng, those two wretches, stirring up trouble everywhere. We were deceived too.
If you had known it would come to this, you wouldn't have done it in the first place.
Go.
Mom.
You tell me, we had a meal. And even lost the house over it. Jillian, listen to your mom, okay? From now on at the factory, don't go provoking that Marissa Yi anymore.
Mom. She's the one who caused us to end up homeless. Valuable items were taken from all over the body, and I'm left with a mountain of debt. How can I possibly be content with this?
Look at the manager's attitude toward their family. That Marissa Yi's identity, I'm afraid it's not that simple.
What kind of identity could she possibly have? That card. Maybe, picked it up while cleaning trash. Or maybe it was stolen. Right. It must have been stolen.
Jillian.
Alright, Mom, I know what I'm doing. Once we get back to the factory on Monday, I definitely won't let you off the hook.
I'm so anxious. What should I do?
How would I know what to do?
Jillian, finally, you're here. I don't know what's going on with the manager. He let that old woman Marissa Yi become a designer?
What? Where's the manager?
The manager is on a business trip.
Stop right there. What's that in your hand?
The designer competition. Each factory only has one spot available.
The spot in our factory must belong to Jillian.
Sorry. Manager Joy has decided, the spot is mine.
That creepy old man must be out of his mind.
Our Jillian is, after all, the well-connected wife of Mr. Gu. And you, a toilet cleaner, what do you have to compete with Jillian?
Can you draw design drafts?
If I can't, do you think she can?
What kind of nonsense question is that? Our Jillian relies on her abilities, unlike some people, who knows what means they used to make the manager give up the spot to her.
No wonder. I was wondering how a toilet cleaner could suddenly gain the manager's favor. Turns out, that's why.
So dirty.
You all.
Alright, Marissa is really charming. It's all thanks to Marissa's skills. This competition. I admit my defeat wholeheartedly. This won't Jillian.
This is too unfair. We can't just let the manager do whatever he wants.
That's right. This concerns the honor of our factory. I need to call the manager.
These two fools. I don't know the first thing about design. If it weren't for pretending to be Mrs. Gu, how could I possibly become a designer?
Why are you panicking? Are you afraid they'll find out that you don't actually know how to design? Or are you afraid the manager will find out that you're not really Mrs. Gu?
Stop talking nonsense. Then let her call you.
The spot in the designer competition. How could you give it to Marissa, that old woman? Doing this, hundreds of people in the factory, none of them agree with you.
Don't agree. If they don't agree, let them come to me. Idiots, she is Mrs. Gu, after all. If it weren't for avoiding her, why would I even go on a business trip? Hey, what are you saying? Hello, I can't hear you. No signal, no signal.
Manager, this.
Rachel, what did the manager say?
The manager said only those who truly have talent should compete.
Isn't that our Jillian?
Forget it, we're not like Marissa.
Since none of you agree, how about this? Let's have a competition between the two of us.
What?
Using that piece of fabric. Each of us designs an outfit. Who designed the better clothes? Who will represent the factory in the competition?
Why should we compete just because you said so?
Are you afraid to compete with me? Or are you feeling guilty, not dare to compete?
You're the one feeling guilty like a thief.
Fine, let's compete. Jillian, show them the strength of the Mrs. Gu. Make this old woman lose convincingly.
That's right. The time limit is 1 night.
The results will be revealed tomorrow.
1 night? How is that even possible?
TCH. Fine, let's compete. Our Jillian will definitely succeed.
TCH.
Jillian, is there anything you need my help with?
I can help too.
Get lost, you idiot.
Ugh.
These must be the dressers that Jillian and that old hag designed last night. Let's unveil and take a look together.
Wait.
What's wrong, Marissa? Are you feeling like you're going to lose and too scared to look, huh?
I've never lost.
Really? Jillian, you're here.
Today, I'll let you know what it means to lose completely, to lose so miserably.
To be fair, I hope we don't reveal which piece was designed by whom.
Sure. The result will definitely be me winning anyway.
Oh my god, this outfit's tailoring is just perfect. It's both avant-garde and incorporates tradition. The fit not only highlights the figure, but also retains comfort. It's absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful.
Such an innovative design. I guess it must have been designed by Jillian, right? Oh wow, the last time I saw something
so eye-catching was at the exhibition of the internationally renowned designer, Miss Elsa. Unfortunately, she retired many years ago.
The style of this outfit is so similar to Miss Elsa's, isn't it? I vote for this dress. Me too.
There's another one. Aren't you going to look at it?
What's there to look at? Nothing worth seeing.
I also vote for this dress. Jillian, this dress. You must have designed it, right?
To be fair, let's take a look.
These two dresses, why are they exactly the same?
Why does your dress
look exactly like mine? But this dress,
why has it been cut like this?
My dress. How could it have been cut like this?
What? Jillian, is this dress yours?
Someone must have deliberately used scissors to ruin it.
I clearly agreed to fair competition with you.
Copying me is one thing, but why would you destroy my hard work? What nonsense are you talking about? I left first after finishing yesterday. When I left yesterday, the dress was still fine. At that time, you were the only one there.
Marissa, you were the last one to leave the factory yesterday. I was the last to leave, but this dress.
Oh, Marissa, copying is bad enough, but you also ruined Jillian's work. How malicious can you be?
I think she just can't measure up. That's why she resorts to such underhanded tricks behind the scenes.
So despicable. Honestly, I don't care the outcome of the competition. I just feel heartbroken for my design. It was ruined like this.
Don't touch it. Do you think the clothes aren't torn enough?
Come over and take a look. Although this piece of clothing looks the same as mine on the surface, in terms of details,
What else is there to see? My design has already been ruined by you. You stop at nothing to win. Your goal has already been achieved.
It's like this now, what else can be seen? If you ask me, it's just Marissa. She's not as skilled as others.
Marissa Ye's behavior is truly despicable. Losing in skill is not scary. What's scary is, she lost in character. People like her should be fired.
Yes, she must be fired.
Forget it. Marissa didn't do it on purpose. No need for you to pretend to be kind. Clearly, you knew you couldn't beat me. So you ruined the clothes to frame me.
Marissa, don't be so absurd. Jillian would never destroy her own work for no reason.
A true designer treats their work with utmost respect.
What kind of designer is Jillian Fan? She's just a loser who steals other people's work.
I'm the loser? I didn't want to say this, but I can't stand being slandered anymore. Actually, I'm the sole apprentice of the design master, Miss Elsa.
You're Miss Elsa's apprentice? Oh my, no wonder your style is identical to Master Elsa's.
Jillian, I admire you even more now.
How come I don't remember ever taking in an apprentice? I don't remember when I ever took on an apprentice.
Marissa, what are you mumbling about?
Marissa, do you know who Miss Elsa is? She's someone this factory's toilet cleaning old lady could never even dream of reaching.
The clothes designed by Master Elsa aren't something you can just buy with some money.
Someone like her, an old lady who doesn't even have a few decent outfits, naturally wouldn't understand what design truly means.
Since you also highly praise Master Elsa, then do you still remember, back when the Elsa brand was first established, Master Elsa had set the brand's creative philosophy, equality, and respect.
Stop pretending to understand when you don't. Brand concept?
Master Elsa does indeed have this concept, but how do you know so clearly?
Don't think, just by looking up a few things online, you can act all knowledgeable here.
Does she even deserve to talk about equality and respect? In the competition, someone randomly destroying someone else's work doesn't deserve any respect.
Although Jillian's work was destroyed, I believe the winner this time is Jillian.
Yes, it's Jillian. Jillian. I cast my vote for Jillian too. I also vote for Jillian.
I vote for Jillian, since Jillian is Miss Elsa's disciple. I hereby announce on behalf of the manager that the contestant participating in the Cloudbro design competition is Jillian Fan.
I disagree.
What gives you the right to disagree? Are you questioning the decision of all the employees here?
Marissa, I know all your scheming has come to nothing. You must be very upset, but I chose not to pursue the matter further about you ruining my work. I've already been more than fair.
All of us support Jillian.
Yes.
We support Jillian. That's right. We support Jillian. Jillian, you're amazing. Truly impressive. This outfit is designed so beautifully.
Why is it that, even though I've tried so hard to prove myself as an ordinary person, I still can't earn any respect?
Madam, happy after work. Madam, what's wrong? Did someone bully you? I'll go in right now and stand up for you.
Come back. The Cloudbrow clothing competition. I didn't get a spot. In our factory.
Is that it? This competition is organized by the Goo Group. I can just directly give you the award.
Caden. I hope to participate in the competition as Marissa Yi. I don't want others to think that just because I'm Mrs. GU, the award is handed to me.
Do you understand? Understood. That's easy. I'll give the order to let them. Allow individual entries to register for the competition.
Okay.
I don't know how to draw any design drafts, but Marissa Yi seems to know quite a bit. If only I could get her to help me. Hey, give me your design draft.
Wow, your thick skin exceeds my expectations.
I know you're working on a draft for the design competition. I just want to take a look and give you some honest feedback.
Not with good intentions, huh? Fraud.
Shameless. Marissa, I'm giving you a chance to showcase your work. You're the one who doesn't appreciate it.
HMPH, don't bother. I've already told the manager that I'm resigning.
You
don't need to greet me if you see me outside in the future.
Just you wait and see. Marissa.
I heard this time, the design competition held by Goo Group offers a first prize of 10 million. Plus, there's an opportunity to collaborate with Goo Group. I also heard that this time's first prize winner isn't from a big company. Is that true?
Jillian, your outfit today is really stunning. It's perfect for going on stage to receive the award.
Of course. This time's first prize comes from a small company. Isn't it obvious that it's our very own Jillian from Beauty Clothing Factory?
Exactly. Our Jillian is Mrs. Goo. No matter how this award is judged, it's still our Beauty Clothing Factory's. Look over there, that woman. Isn't she Marissa?
How could it be possible, Marissa? She doesn't have that kind of aura.
This is the Goo Group's award ceremony. Besides the winners, you need an invitation to get in. What is Marissa anyway? How could she come here?
Something's not right. She really is Marissa.
It's really that wretched Marissa Yi. Why aren't you cleaning toilets at the factory? What are you doing here?
Without an invitation, how did you even get in?
A woman with such terrible morals and character. How dare you use the name of Beauty Clothing Factory to sneak in here?
First of all, I don't need an invitation to be here. Secondly, I've already resigned, so I have nothing with Beauty Clothing Factory.
Then why are you here? Don't tell me you snuck in to steal something?
And look at your outfit. Don't tell me you stole it from somewhere.
You know, you might be right. This old woman actually looks somewhat decent when dressed up. No wonder her garbage-collecting husband treasures her so much.
Ha ha ha.
That lady over there, the clothes she's wearing, aren't those Miss Elsa's final masterpiece? It really does seem like it. This is just too elegant.
How is that possible? Miss Elsa's final masterpiece. How could it be on you?
Marissa, it's normal to buy a counterfeit. Not recognizing it isn't your fault. But wearing a counterfeit out and embarrassing yourself, that's your fault.
Why am I even wasting words with you? I'm here today to receive an award.
Receive an award? The Best Janitor Award?
Ha ha ha.
I hereby announce the gold medal winner of the Cloudborough costume design competition is Beauty Clothing Factory. Oh, wait. She resigned. The gold award winner is Ms. Marissa Yi.
Marissa Yi? How could it be Marissa Yi?
There must be a mistake. Marissa Yi, isn't she from our factory?
Sorry, Miss Marissa Yi entered the competition as an individual.
Thank you.
Let us congratulate Ms. Marissa Yi, who, at the most glorious age of 50, still bravely chased her dreams, achieved her aspirations, and became the most outstanding fashion designer.
Her design concepts are ahead of their time, and her work is simply a true masterpiece of the era.
I accuse her. It was Marissa Yi who stole my design drafts. This is the original design. Marissa Yi plagiarized my work.
I can testify. Back at the factory, Marissa Yi plagiarized Jillian Fan's work.
In order to qualify for the competition, she destroyed Jillian Fan's work. Her actions were vile, and that's why she was kicked out of the factory.
This Marissa Yi looks decent on the surface, but who would have thought that behind the scenes, she'd do something like this? This seems like a repeat offender.
Plagiarism is shameful. We demand a jury revoke Marissa Yi's gold award. Revoke the gold award.
Plagiarism is shameful.
Plagiarism is shameful. Revoke the gold award.
This evaluation was a unanimous decision by the entire Goo Group. We'll find out if she's plagiarized or not.
Do you know the person who was plagiarized is your Goo Group's Mrs. Goo?
That's right. Jillian Fan is Mrs. Goo of the Goo Group.
These two fools, in an event of Goo Group, saying that I am Mrs. Goo. Isn't it very easy to be exposed that I was the imposter?
Where is Mrs. Gu going?
Me.
Weren't you just shouting about cancelling my gold award?
You old thing. Wait until Mr. Goo arrives. Let's see how he will seek justice for Jillian.
Plagiarizing, stealing, malicious damage, piece by piece, it's enough to make you famous in the entire design circle of Cloudborough.
Fool. Shut up.
The manager is here.
Jillian, your husband is here to back you up. Mr. Gu, finally, you're here. Your wife is being bullied terribly by Marissa.
That's right, Mr. Gu, you must seek justice for Jillian. Jillian, come.
Hi. You. How could you be Mr. Gu? Oh my.
Jillian, what are you talking about? Hurry up and tell your husband to throw this old witch Marissa Yi out of here.
Are you saying my mom is an old witch?
What?
Haha. Mr. Gu, you must be joking, right? If Marissa Yi is your mom, then wouldn't that make her old Master Gu's wife, Mrs. Gu? Haha. Right, old Master Gu?
Marissa Yi is my wife. Anyone who bullies her is going against my entire Gu group.
It's over.
Marissa. She really is Mrs. Gu.
Jillian, what on earth is going on here? Aren't you Mrs. Gu?
I
Don't understand yet. This woman pretended to be the Mrs. Gu, and now she's been exposed. How ridiculous. Pretending in front of the real person.
It's Jillian Fan. It's all Jillian Fan. She lied and deceived us. Yes.
It's all because of Jillian Fan, that liar. Made us mistake someone else, Mrs. Gu. This matter, we were all manipulated by Jillian Fan.
You all.
Jillian Fan. Our beauty clothing factory was tricked so badly by you.
How dare you hit me? Clearly, you mistook the wrong person yourselves. When you saw me driving a luxury car to work, you mistook me for Mrs. Gu, and even made the real Mrs. Gu clean the toilets. Have you forgotten?
What? You actually dared to make Caden Gu's wife clean the toilets.
More than just cleaning the toilets. They even shoved her face into a stinky shoe.
That's not true, Mr. Gu. Mr. Gu, all of this was instigated by Jillian Fan.
Oh no.
We were also coerced.
Mr. Gu, we were wrong. We won't dare to do it again.
Someone, come here.
Marissa, I was wrong. You, just treat me like a fart, and let me go.
Dream on.
How dare you insult my mother? Take them away.
Marissa.
Everyone, listen to me. The Gu Group's president is in such a hurry to deal with us, just to cover up. Marissa stole my design draft. The original is with me. The evidence is undeniable.
Exactly. The original draft in Jillian's hands is identical to the award-winning piece.
The judging panel is all from Gu Group. Marissa is also the old Master Gu's wife. Who knows if it was rigged? You all deliberately favored her.
You dare to slander.
What kind of design competition is this? It's just a game for the rich. Talent can't compete with money.
Marissa. So what if you're Mrs. Gu? If I can't have peace, neither can you.
Jillian, what you stole was nothing but my discarded draft.
Nonsense. This is clearly my work. Today, I must stand up for powerless and unprivileged designers and seek justice for them. I want everyone to know that you wealthy people cannot do whatever you please.
Support.
Let me tell you something. I am actually the only personal disciple of Miss Elsa.
Oh my god. She's actually an apprentice of the world-renowned fashion Miss Elsa. Then what she says must be true. How could this Mrs. Gu ever compare to Miss Elsa?
My mentor once told me, to be a designer, you must have a pure heart. I have always followed my mentor's teachings. Therefore, I believe Gu Group will definitely treat and respect every contestant fairly. They would never allow such an act of plagiarizing work to happen.
Enough. Why don't you take a look first? At the bottom right corner of the draft, whose name is signed there?
How could this happen?
This is Miss Elsa's original draft. Even if it's a discarded draft, its value is immeasurable. It really is Miss Elsa's work.
You. How could you be Elsa?
You're just finding out now. My dear apprentice.
My mom has never taken on an apprentice. Even her unique skills, I don't know them myself. And who do you think you are?
On what basis? Unwilling to accept this. Clearly, you're already so wealthy. Clearly, you're Mrs. Gu. Yet why are you still the renowned designer Elsa? Why?
My mom is 50 years old. And even now, she hasn't stopped striving, still chasing her dreams and self-worth. So tell me, why?
You're still so young, yet you're vain and greedy, only wanting to take shortcuts. You. Take care of yourself.
I can't accept this. You clearly have everything already. Why do you still need to hide your identity and come to the clothing factory to take everything from me?
I never once thought about taking anything from you. It's your own greed that consumed you. Take her away.
Honey, you've been through so much during this time.
Yes, Mom, come home with us and enjoy life.
I've thought it through. I still need to keep working.
What?
50 years old is exactly the age to keep fighting. This time, I want to rely on my own efforts to make it big and strong. Big brother, take a look. I personally designed and sewed these myself.
3 pieces for 990 yuan. Definitely not something good.
Wait a moment. Not necessarily. Let me pick a few pieces for you to try. If you're not satisfied, I won't charge you.
Really? Then can you make me look younger?
Ha ha ha. No problem. Leave it to me.
Young lady, your craftsmanship is really impressive.
Ha ha ha. Not bad. If you try it on and are satisfied, could you help promote it for me?
Advertisement. Oh wow. I know a good place. There are lots of people there.
Where?
Zhongshan Park.
Then let's go. Alright. Let's leave it at that. What are you doing?
Don't you have any sense? This is the thick bar we use for our regular training. What are you doing hanging your clothes here?
I'm sorry, I didn't know. There's a huge hole in your pants. There's a tear this long.
Alfred, ever since your wife passed away, life has become so much more careless.
Mind your own business. Take your pile of junk and get out, get out, get out. You, what are you trying to do? You.
Don't move.
You.
I'll stab you, and I won't take responsibility for it.
Marissa. It was my fault last time. Thank you for mending my clothes.
Oh, it's nothing. Don't mention it.
Marissa? I've cleaned up this side of the thick bar. Your clothes can't fit over there. Just put them here.
Thank you so much, Sean. Alright. Ha ha ha.
I'll go over and take a look. See if it's clean or not. Sean, what do you mean by that?
I don't mean anything. Marissa's a good person. She often helps us, fixes our clothes for free, even sells clothes that are so cheap and comfortable to wear for everyone. I think it's not easy for a woman. If we can help, we should help a bit.
Did you forget, you still have a wife at home? Why don't you go back home and do the laundry and cooking for her?
You. Forget it, I won't argue with you. Marissa, come here quickly and help me check. Did this button pop off?
Your button really did pop off. Let me sew it up for you.
Maybe it's because my chest muscles have been growing bigger lately, and it popped the button off.
Dad.
What do you want, you little rascal?
How can you still have the mood to dance?
Your mom, she's obsessed with starting a business and never home. If I don't dance, what else can I do?
If you don't do something about Mom soon, my mom is going to find me a stepdad.
What?
Marissa, your skills are really impressive.
Really? This button here, how come it just pops in one spot?
I really can't stand some old guys using such underhanded tricks.
Some old guys. They don't work hard enough themselves. And they envy my muscles. That's honest, it's suffocating.
Don't move.
Marissa.
Alright, you sly old fox. This time, I caught you red-handed. Let's see if I don't tear you apart.
Honey?
You still dare to defend her? Marissa Yi, right? Everyone, come and take a look. This shameless old woman seduced a married man.
Absolutely disgusting.
There's a misunderstanding here. I'm just running a legitimate business.
Honey? I was just here to sew a button.
Shut up. Losing buttons 5 times in a week. You know, what's on your mind. I'll deal with you when we get home. Today, I'm handling this woman first. Running a business, huh? Selling clothes, huh? Who knows what exactly you're selling? Smash it for me.
No, let's talk this out.
Stop.
I really underestimated you. It's not enough to seduce my Sean. And Alfred? And there's another one outside.
You.
Are you blind? Can't you tell? She's an old vixen.
What nonsense are you talking about? She's my wife.
What? Wife?
Marissa? Is this really your husband?
Yes.
I think your husband is not better. Letting you, a woman, show yourself to sell clothes at a stall.
Right, not a good man.
My wife can do whatever she loves. I trust her abilities and her character.
Haha, you trust her? That's hilarious. When she was flirting with other men, where were you?
Don't talk nonsense. My wife is not that kind of person. Whatever she wants to do, I will stand behind her, supporting her unconditionally.
Marissa? It's my fault I came late.
What a disgraceful thing. Come home with me.
Let's go. Marissa. I'll help you clean up.
Are you ignoring me? You.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
I'm very anxious. I'm very angry.
Grandpa, tell me about it. I will help you think of a solution.
Your grandma. Your grandma, she's over 50 years old. Wouldn't it be better for her to retire early? She only ever thinks about working. Working is fine, but she's almost letting those male fox spirits seduce her now.
Are they very rich? Richer than Grandpa?
Rich. Yes. Rich. Ha ha ha.
Marissa, look. If I wear this, it looks pretty good.
Try it on.
Really?
Come. I'll do it, you little rascal. I'll do it.
Luxury cars. So beautiful.
Today at the scene, I'll pay for all the cars. Free charging for everyone. Honey. Honey. Wait for me.